And then it was the matter of Newcastle taking on First Division Charlton Athletic for a place in the 4th round of the Littlewood-sponsored FA Cup. The commentary from Tony Gubber.
Well, both sides are without their goal scorers from the first match. Robert Lee missing the chance to play against his old club again. One of the change for Newcastle, Les Ferdinand, still troubled by the calf injury that he picked up in the first meeting. He's a substitute, and David Ginola returns to the starting line. Charlton are without Mark Kinsella, whose 78th minute equaliser forced tonight's replay, and the team currently 13th in Division 1, hoping to play far more than just a supporting role in all the euphoria that surrounds Dalglish's arrival. First time, Miss Shearer! Safely gathered by Andy Peterson. Up off the head of Batty. Offside, yes it is. Yes. That's a good cross. Out by Rufus. Ginola. It's loose. Oh, off the top of the bar. Lee Clark. Newcastle's first real chance. There was a rebound just inside into the 6-yard box when the ball hit the face of Shearer. Clark was onto it quickest, just clipped the top of the crossbar. Oh! Phil Chappell, who just prevented it getting through to Alan Shearer. But here's Lee Clark. Peter Beardsley. Good pressure from Newcastle, not giving them chance to settle. Gillespie. Albert's header was in the end well wide of the target. It's well done by Lee Clark. Newcastle take the lead. And it's Lee Clark, the man trying to re-establish his career here at St James's Park, who's got the first goal in this third round replay. Quicker to it than Keith Jones, who was trying to cover him. A clever little touch to knock it over Andy Pedersen as the Charlton goalkeeper came charging off his line. And the ball bouncing into an empty net. Beardsley! Well, not quite tall enough on that occasion, Peter Beardsley. Gillespie, good challenge. Beardsley, out to Gillespie. Shearer! He won it well. May have got a crack on the side of his head. Elliott bringing down O'Connell, just on as a substitute. Elliott. A clutch of players in discussion around the ball. Number 9 there with his hands on his hips. 7 is Sean Newton, just asking David White to come out. Oh, it's well taken. It's a great equaliser. Robson superbly struck. And it's always been on the cards. You never really felt that Newcastle had this cup tie in the palm of their hand. And without Les Ferdinand, what might unfold in this second half? It was beautifully positioned right inside the post, beyond the dive of Hislop. It's Robson's second goal of the season in 55 minutes. Well, now we've got a cup tie. And serious questions now asked of Newcastle with their new... Blocked by the keeper after Shearer had slipped the close marking of Phil Chappell. The Charlton man diving in, and he didn't get a boot on it. Shearer sized up the target. Pedersen closed down the angles. Gillespie to retrieve it. Batty. Ginola. It's too far forward for Beresford. Chappell's header. Lee Clark was having his shirt held. Here's Peter Beardsley. Ginola. There wasn't enough pace on the shot to seriously trouble Pedersen. Knocked up by O'Connell. That was loose by Ginola. That gives Charlton a good attacking platform. It was well struck by Robinson, the substitute. Shaka Hislop at full stretch. Lee Clark. Ginola was tripped by Robson, free kick. And the decision from the bench is that Les Ferdinand must now join the action. The replacement for David Ginola. With 10 minutes gone in this first period of extra time. Ferdinand not able to start the match with a calf injury, but he's thrown onto the field now with the situation getting desperate. Oh, it's a great strike! The magic man Shearer, with gold in his boots. On Les Ferdinand, what a good ploy that was, and was that perhaps deliberate? Andy Pedersen couldn't get across to keep it out, and with Les Ferdinand just sent on the field as a substitute, surely the Charlton defenders were looking to see where he was, perhaps anticipating that Shearer would try to put it on his forehead. And was that a masterful ploy by Kenny Dalglish? Well, it certainly was by Shearer, whoever took the decision. Shearer shielding the ball well, play waved on, here's Batty. It needed to stick, and it did, with red shirts. Well won by Phil Chappell, and it just needed a touch that it did. First goal from the free kick, rescues his old Blackburn manager, Kenny Dalglish, on his first night in charge of Newcastle United. Shearer scoring on 100 minutes after Lee Clark had put Newcastle ahead in 33, and then Mark Robson had equalised also from a free kick for Charlton on 55. But if Kenny Dalglish wondered about the wisdom of coming back into top-flight football management, well, this was the sort of match which would increase those doubts. All the anxiety and the heartache that finally proved too much for Kevin Keegan was on show tonight, as Charlton from Division 1 proved more than worthy opponents in this third round FA Cup replay. Able to take it into extra time, but then not able finally to stretch it all the way to a penalty shootout.